And here's the video review for The Lost Driver. It features in Kamen Rider Double and the movies associated, mostly in the movies associated with it, with the exception of the very last episode. It is the driver used by Kamen Rider Skull, the boss, the precursor to Double, if you've seen Begins Night or any of the other movies. It is also the driver used by Kamen Rider Eternal in Kamen Rider A to Z. Also the driver used by Kamen Rider Joker, aka Shotaro, in Kamen Rider A to Z, and also in the last episode of the series. Now in the movie, and I'm assuming at this point everybody's seen Double at this. So if you don't want spoiled, maybe not watch this review until after you've seen either the series or at least Kamen Rider A to Z. Kamen Rider Eternal has it, and becomes Kamen Rider Eternal. The ghost of Skull shows up and gives it to Shotaro, who finds the T2 Joker memory right there in his apartment, or in the office, I guess, in office/apartment, and uses it to become Kamen Rider Joker to defeat Eternal, because, well, we'll get into what Eternal's powers are, even though it's a ghost driver, and then Philip leaves it for him at the end of the series to become Kamen Rider Joker and continue fighting the good fight. And it pretty much is exactly the same as the Lost Driver, with some slight modifications to take off the other half. Like if you take apart the Double Driver, you'll pull this half off, you'll see this type of detailing underneath there. It's exactly as if they just ripped off half of the Double Driver, although it did technically precede the Double Driver, which is weird. But I'm not trying. Don't think too hard about it. It has the maximum drive slot over here, and the basic belt here in the back, which I've just got collapsed up, just because it supports it, makes a nice display piece if you just fold the belt up. But the driver itself, like I said, it just has one side. It comes with the DX Eternal memory, which you just heard. It has a yellow light there on it. And then it does have the little pitches inside, so it works with the driver. So you slap it in. You hear the activation noise. He's actually got a pretty cool henshin sound. Like, as much as I'm not a big fan of Eternal himself, but that is kind of cool. And so it lights up yellow down here. He's got his maximum drive slot. Now, Eternal's maximum drive, Eternal's memory is a T2 memory. It has a bluish tip here, as opposed to a silver tip or a gold tip, like you got with the regular Rider Gaia memories from the series. And basically, they're newer versions. There's T2 versions of a lot of Double's memories as well. And basically, Eternal's power is when he uses his maximum drive, it renders all previous versions of memories obsolete. So if you don't have a T2 memory, it stops working. Obviously, they get around that by blowing up the Eternal memory, but there's that. But if you get the Gaia Selection 2, and there is a DX version of the DX version of the Skull memory comes with the Skull Magnum, which is on the way. And there is a DX version of the Joker memory with the light and all the noises inside of it that is also on the way, and man, Vangelis is going to get it then. Anyway, so here's the Joker memory and the Skull memory. These are both from the Gaia Memory Selection 2 set, but they're programmed to work with the Lost Driver. So you can plug in Joker, and it doesn't make the activation noise until you switch it over. It doesn't have all the special noises. It doesn't have the lights, but you can plug it in. And it does the Joker noise right away, since there's no other half to activate it. And then Skull. So pretty much what the DX memories would do, just without the lights and the extra sounds of the activation, all that stuff. We'll show off the DX memories for both of these once they get here. Now you can do the maximum drive over here, but you have to cycle through the sounds. You have to... So you can do it, and you can make all the noises in order. These are basically function as the sound capsule memories. You just cycle through all the different sounds. You can So yeah, just like the sound capsule memories, they make all the noises, they just don't make them automatically because they don't have the extra buttons down here that activate when you put them in the drivers. And then just to show off how you actually can use a dopant memory in the driver. To the best of my knowledge, that's never happened on the show or any of the movies. At least none of them. I haven't seen Axel of the Eternal movies yet. So, and maybe they do them there, but I haven't seen them actually used. But you can, if you want, you can plug Nazca in there. Just if you want. It's a little weird. Like I said, they never did it on the show itself. But if you ever wanted to just use a dopant memory in the driver, you can. But that's all there is to it. Like I said, it's basically just a basic or just half of the double driver. There it is, the Kamen Rider Double Lost Driver.